Go to New Year's resolutions.
You want to do your resolutions, then we'll do Cavs, then we'll do Tyvis, and we'll say goodbye.
Yeah.
Bull, you're up first with your Browns New Year's resolution.
Yes, okay. Here we go. Do we have there it is. The Browns need to stop effing around.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, the Browns need to stop effing around.
What does that mean?
That means we got to stop. First of all, it means somebody, hopefully, there's somebody within the organization that has the ability to tell Jimmy Haslam to shut the bleep up and stay out of things. Number two, you got to stop with all the there's always drama surrounding the Browns. Every year, there's some sort of nonsense, some sort of shenanigans, whether it's off the field or on the field. I mean, every year you could point to some sort of nonsense that's happened with the Browns. And those distractions have to go out of the way. They have to stop effing around with Joe Woods. They have to stop effing around with Mike Prefer. And Kevin Stefanski has to win next year for two reasons. Number one, we want the Browns to be good because it's good for business. And number two, God damn it, I want to be right. I'm one of the few people that still believes in Kevin Stefanski, and then I can tell everybody else they were an idiot if he pays off. Thank you.
And this was a PSA from Petty LeBeau.
Petty LeBeau. That's
And
right.
Bull, now time for your personal New Year's resolution.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna stop. You know, I get aggravated about a lot of things, as anybody that knows me knows.
Really?
Yeah. Right. And I will still continue to get aggravated about a lot of things, but I'm trying to get aggravated about less things. Be a little less curmudgeon-y in general. People might not notice it because I'll still be curmudgeon-y at times, so it might not seem like I'm less curmudgeon-y. But you know, I'm very passionate about forget sports, but in my personal life, I'm very passionate about the treatment of people.
Very much so.
Treatment of human beings.
Yes, you are.
I am very saddened by anybody that doesn't want to treat anybody equally. I believe, and I don't understand how everybody else doesn't believe, that everybody should have an equal opportunity to succeed. And there are there are things that hold back different groups of people. Not every single person within those groups for being able to succeed, but it holds back people.
Yeah.
And so I'm always fighting with people on Twitter, and I'm getting into arguments about things that I guess have been made into politics, which shouldn't be politics. And I got to stop doing that. I want to instead have conversations with people, and because I have found when I've done that, when if I can have a reasonable conversation with somebody that feels differently than me, then the anger goes away, and then we could just have a reasonable conversation. Right. We may end up disagreeing in the end, but I'm not gonna I'm done going on Twitter and saying this politician is a piece of crap, and if you don't agree with me, you're an idiot, because that's not getting anything done. We're not getting anywhere with that. I just get myself aggravated when that happens.
Right.
I get there too. I understand.
I'm going to try to talk to those who I think can be talked to, and those who can't be, I'm not going to make myself crazy by them anymore.
Good for you, man. It's difficult.
I'll give Bull credit when just so you know he does care about people. I'm like at the time I was the only black person at the radio station, right? And when George Floyd happened, Bull called me and asked what could he do to help out, or what could he do, or you want me to just listen? And the crazy thing is, it wasn't like he did it to solicit anything or I called anything. He just called I feel really bad about it. Just like, yo, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? And I never forgot that, because at the time, you know, we would cross paths or whatever, but we weren't, you know, as close as we are now, obviously working. And he just, on some real stand-up stuff, was like, yo, hey, it's crazy what's going on in the world. I just wanted to see where you at with it. Right. And what can I do as a white male to hopefully end some of this kind of stuff? So I always thought that was really dope of him to do that. So he does, when he says he cares about equality, he does. Like, even when, you know, even before we even got to this point.
I've told him that before, and I totally agree. I told him that I think
Thank you, guys.
He's been an important voice on the radio too. Like, for that, he's never shy about that, and I think that hits an audience that it normally wouldn't. That normally wouldn't hear those sorts of opinions, and you hear a lot of talk. You don't have any trouble hearing a lot of talk on the other side on a lot of stations, and so it was good hearing. It was always good hearing that.
Thank you, G. And I just feel like a lot of times when people don't like somebody because of their race or religion or sexual orientation, A lot of times it's because they just don't know any better. Not everybody that feels certain ways is always a bad person. Sometimes they're just ignorant.
Yeah.
And they just don't know. Like, if you didn't, I once had somebody, I swear to God, when I was like 19, 20, and I was living in upstate New York, this is like 1990, 91, I don't know the exact year. Somebody, and they met me, and I told them I was Jewish, and this person had never met a Jewish person before. I swear to you, this person asked me if I had horns, because, like, I know that sounds crazy, but, like, they're in some wild circles, they think Jewish people have horns. This is, like, insanity. But, like, I didn't get mad at the guy for asking me the question. I said, at the time, I didn't even know that there was such a thing about this. There was no internet, or if there was, I didn't know that. And I just had a conversation with this guy, and he ended up becoming a friend.
Wow.
And it didn't matter that I was Jewish. It didn't matter.
Cool.
It didn't matter if someone's black or gay or Latin or Jewish or Muslim or whatever they are. Because if you get to know people as people, yeah, there's always going to be some D-bags in every group, but the majority of people are good people. If you give them a chance and get to know other people that are not, you know, if you grew up where everybody was white and Christian and straight, you're going to be scared of people maybe you don't know. But if you get to know people, you realize that most people are good people. And if you give people a chance and you talk to them and have a conversation, instead of just being, I don't know, I'm rambling a little at this point. I just think,
That's all right.
yeah, damn. Anyway, moving
It was
on.
very nice of you, though, when that guy made that comment, for you not to use your Jewish magic to put a hex on him.
Exactly. My space laser.
Yeah, you could have
I could have used the space
done
laser.
that.
I have access to the space laser.
Just saying. Very cool of you.
All right, G. Bush, it's time for your Browns New Year's resolution.
Yeah, so I didn't even send you a personal one, but I got one though.
No, we made one for you. Don't worry.
So you just made it up for me.
And you'll see why.
Okay.
And because
I didn't know we were supposed to physically send either. I'm just going to say mine.
yeah, no, I texted it, but it's okay.
Sorry.
For me, it's for the sports wise. It's for the Browns to have the number one offense or the number one defense. And what I've come to the conclusion of is, right now we're in this pursuit of, you know, these mythical places. We're in the pursuit of just being competent and good. And we've talked about whether the Browns should run a lot. We talked about whether they should pass a lot. We talked about, is their defense good or is their defense just serviceable? My thing is, the Browns should have the pursuit of greatness. If you gonna run the ball, be the best running team. If you gonna throw the ball, you shouldn't be like, well, we'll settle for fifth. No, give me number one. I want number one. If you're gonna be the best defense, I need you to be the best defense in the league. The Browns need to start being like, look, man, I get it. We want to be balanced. I understand that we'll take a third in the league. But no, at some point in time, my burning desire is to see the Browns actually dominant in one area or the other. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with the other one. But if you're going to be somebody, go up top. If you're going to go get you a luxury car and somebody says, like in the great words of T.I., hey, somebody who buy a Jaguar, that's nice. But if you're going to buy me a luxury car, I'm not going to pick the Jaguar. I need the Benz. I give me the G-Wagon. Give me the Maybach. Give me the Rolls Royce. Why would I pick a Lexus? Lexuses are fine. They'll get it done. But if you paying for it, I want the Phantom. I want the Wraith. That's what I want. I want up top.
What is a Wraith? I don't even know what that is.
Rolls Royce Wraith. You know what I'm saying?
Top of the line.
By the way, once a team, like if the Browns get to the point where they're like one of these great offenses in the league, then we'll never talk about play calling.
Ever.
Because we're not going to be talking about should they run more, should they pass more.
Ever.
Once you're a good offense, you don't worry about
You
any of
don't
that
worry
crap.
about nothing. You don't
Yeah.
second guess that. That's a great.
We got to get
Oh,
to that.
yeah.
We gotta get to that.
Think how fun these recordings will be to look at then.
yeah.
Nobody
Just
will
like-
talk about you ran the ball
people
on
are-
3rd and 2.
Yeah, nobody.
Yes, exactly. Arguing over how many were carries.
Because you know, we didn't get the first down, so what? We'll get a next drive. We'll score a touchdown next drive. By the way, speaking of Lexus, when I was like 22, I was working as a gopher for an oil company, and my boss used to let me take his Lexus. Let me take it. I would go take it for oil changes and all this stuff, all the crappy work. But man, I got to drive a Lexus. That was fun.
Wow.
In the early 90s.
In the early 90s,
I didn't even know the
Lexus-
car was on. The car was so quiet.
Lexus was top of the line back then. The two-tone.
Yeah. That's how it used to be.
G, you ready for your personal,
that's personal.
New Year's resolution?
Let's get that.
Oh, personal. Listen.
No. We did it for you. This
Well,
is-
he should be able to pick his
No.
own.
No, he lost that privilege because his new New Year's resolution is he's going to get stuff to the production team on time when they ask for it. So, G,
I'm gonna do that.
I'm holding you to that this year.
And I might wanna be here so that I have to put my mic on right in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you're going to get here
Shout out to
earlier
Steve.
and send your stuff in.
And
You give Steve a heart attack every day.
every day. Sometimes I come in dancing. I'll be listening to music. He'd be like, 30 seconds, man. 30 freaking seconds again, man. And I will put my mic over my chair. So we're going to do a lot of stuff.
That's good.
G is all or nothing. Like, if you text him, you either hear back right away or good luck.
My brother was like, hey, man, like, by the way, I got a cologne coming out. It's called Nocturnal. So I'm dead serious.
I believe you.
I got it. And
That
so,
still could be humorous.
Yes, it is, right? Like it's kind of
if
like
it's
what are
true.
you doing?
That's true,
So
yeah.
I got a joint called Nocturnal out, and I was like, hey man, where'd you get this from? He said, bro, we've been ordered these boxes weeks ago, bro. I said, these is ready to go? He said, bro, did you read the chain? I said, come on.
No,
So it's not just us. It's
No. Let's take
my
it
mom,
personal.
it's my wife.
What's up, Mike? It's Mike's time.
There are people.
Mike Polk, you got to
Mike.
read yours.
Yeah.
My resolution for the Browns is to show some appreciation for the fan base and what you've put them through this year and last year. I mean, leading into this year. And I mean that. I'm not just being totally glib with that. We talked earlier this week about the different franchises in town and how they show appreciation differently or at all. And I do feel like the Cavs do the best job at that, of showing love for their fans. And it doesn't have to be anything miraculous either. Sometimes it's just some of their social media stuff, some of their emails that they send out and stuff like that, thanking fans. The Browns just don't think to do that stuff. They think that it's just, it's your honor to like us. We are the best team in town. The Cavs, for example, at the end of every season, they have fan night, where they just empty out the prize closets of all the crap they gathered from throughout the year. And some of it's just like Stuart Little sandals from a promotional movie thing and stuff like that. It makes no sense.
MGK bobbleheads.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Anything old Anderson Varejao wigs that were clogged behind some duct somewhere that they found, they just throw it. But people love it.
They love
it.
it.
And the fans
People love
love it.
free
And the
stuff.
kids go to it. I mean, I did like seeing last week at the game when they made all of the people come down from the 500s and go down into the lower seats because they were for warmth, if nothing else.
Only after halftime.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
only after
crazy.
It is. That is bad. But I do like thinking of the people who bought like
A
$800
good
seats right here.
idea, just late.
Yeah, $800 seats right here on the 50-yard line,
Yeah.
and then like my unwashed drunk friends get to come and sit next to him, put their arm around some lady from Bay Village, be like, I love that. Anyways, that's my I want you to just show appreciation, however you can figure out how to do that, because it's been a rough one. You're just like, well, it's just a waiting year. You know it's going to be next year. We're still here. We still got to sit through this, just so you know. Personal resolution: I'm going to eat at 20 different Red Lobsters in 2023.
They going out of business too.
Well, I better hurry then,
I
I
haven't
guess.
eaten a Red Lobster forever, and I should because they have the best biscuits of any chain
Cheddar?
restaurant
Yes,
ever.
shout out.
You
Cheddar
know
Bay
they
biscuits.
got that box mix. You could make them at the house.
Oh my God.
Those are my
It's not the
resolutions.
same, though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
It's
the
not
same.
No, it's not the same. I've done them. They're not the same.
Oh my God.
Those biscuits are like I've never had crack, but I feel like it's the same.
My
thing.
my sister's like, she tries to make them and she's like, aren't they perfect? I'm like, yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
not.
I gotta
They're-
get 'em.
they're- You got to go get them there.
Yeah.
Somebody else has to tell you they're perfect. You can't bake something
right.
and
You
be
can't
like,
call your own stuff
no.
perfect.
Someone
That's
has
bad.
to tell you that.
Come on, Mike.
Brad is up.
Brad, let's see yours.
Let me see what it is. I forgot. Oh, yeah, here's my New Year's resolution for the Browns. The Browns truly want to be great and will make whatever moves necessary to get to that level. Please. I'm so hopeful. Listen, time is ticking here, right? Time is ticking. I've been patient. I've been a patient guy, right? I remember the days when the Browns were good, yearly, year in and year out.
Been a while.
Leroy Kelly both got in the backfield, right? Warfield here, right? Hanford Minnie hold down the edges, right? Greg Pruitt, the tearaway jerseys. I've been a patient guy. Bernie, Brian Sipe, the glory years. This last 20-year run has been rough.
Yes.
23.
It's 30.
24.
It's been rough. It's been rough. I mean, it's been rough.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, my patience is thin, right? And I think I'm representative of a lot of people out here. I told you I take the pulse from the fitness facility or I go work out at the gym. Just sit in the locker room. Patience is thin out here.
Hey, streets is talking.
Come on now.
Streets is
We listen.
mad.
Every year we talk about the thing they're saying now. Every year is next year. We'll get better next year. Let's wait till next. People tired. They're tired because they see franchises. We see other franchises who have been at the bottom coming. And in case you didn't watch, that Jacksonville coming.
Oh, yeah.
They coming.
They getting better.
They coming. They coming.
Ain't it funny that we like, say for instance, we got all three diverse opinions about the Browns. But the one thing that makes Browns fans unique is we all uniquely love them just as much as the other one does. Mm-hmm. It don't matter, like, okay, I feel like we should do this to get there. He feel like Brad feel like he should do this. Mike Polk might be like, oh, we gotta, this is what we can tweak to get there. But at the heart and the core, we just want to get there.
Right.
Like in every Browns fan you see, it's that thing. In your
There's
stomach.
that one unifier.
It's the one unifier. We don't care what it is. We just want to get there.
Figure it the F out.
And if we see, bro, I could just almost taste it. Like, can you imagine waking up the morning of Super Bowl Sunday, and the Browns is playing?
Here. Let me give you.
Brad, we got Tyvis.
Brad, we got Tyvis. Give us your personal.
Let's get your personal, and we'll get back to this.
Yeah.
So my personal is that, everybody knows I got 4 daughters. I'm gonna keep nurturing those girls so they become the beautiful women that they're becoming. And then I'm just gonna continue to build up my city in Warrensville Heights and making sure that it's the best that
Nice
it can
job.
be. That's
Good
what
for
I
you,
want to do.
sir.
Maryland ranked, what, 16th right now, did I see?
16th, but
Yeah.
they had a couple of losses last night. They're a top 10 team. They will be at the end. Yeah.
Let's bring our buddy Tyvis
Bring on
as well.
Tyvis.